Okay, here we go. So your homework today would be, so there's going to be more than one thing, okay? I'm going to start also the triangle theories on the computers. Let me send it to the computers too, because I see some of you that are on the site. I think they're on now, or no? Okay, good. Okay, today's homework is going to be from this one, and I'm also going to be sending another one, but I'll let you know in a minute, which will be about triangles. Okay, but let's go ahead and open this guy. Okay, ready? Let's start with the first one. Here are the notes again of mean, median, and mode in case you're confused. Who's talking? Thanks. The measures of center. Anytime that the measure of center is going to be mean, median, and mode. Okay. So let's start with this guy. Okay. This one here is just kind of like giving you a little quick problem to do. So on your homework journal, go ahead and put there number one, and let's put them in order first. So number one, go ahead and put slide one because number one is going to come out again for the real work. This is just like reviewing from last week. You first put them in order, which they already did, right? They already put in order for you. 4, 4, 9, 13, 15, 19, and 20. Questions with that part? Okay. But what I'm going to make you do, besides just answering those, we're actually going to create a box plot because some of you had trouble with that from what I saw in the test from Friday. So, what's the first step of creating a box plot? Finding the median of the whole data. So I'm going to go A, B, bless you, B, C, C, D. Found the median, so I'm going to draw my first line, and that will be 13. That one is called the median. It's also called Q what? 2. Q2. Okay? Now, once I find the median, I need to find the median of the lower half. So let me draw the lower half box. And how do I find the median of the lower half? ABC on the lower side. Do I include the 13? No. So A, B. Who's the median of the lower half? 4. Let me find the median of the upper half. The upper half would be the other side, the upper side. So we do the same thing. A, B. Questions with Q1, which is lower quartile, Q2, the median, Q3, upper quartile. Questions with that? Good. Now, the whiskers. This whisker is probably going to be very small because it's so close to 20 and 19, so I'm just going to draw a little small whisker. And then this one for sure is like super, like 4. Okay? And some kids will say, sir, why do you repeat it? Well, because it's different data. It's like your grades, 4, 4. Questions so far? Now with a box plot, what answers can we already answer from these 3 with a box plot? The median. So go ahead and click on the box and punch in what number? 13. Okay? The mode? 4, because that's the one that occurred the most what? Often. The mean? Could I figure it out? No. I will tell you later on how to figure out mean, median, and mode when we start talking about the spread of data. If it's symmetrical, asymmetrical, skew right, skew left, but I'm not there yet. So right now we're gonna have to go ahead and go to the side, and I'm gonna put them from greatest to least when I'm adding vertically. 18, 19, 15. To get the mean, we have to what? Add them all up and then divide by the quantity. Now, what you can do, I don't know what you want to do, but I just like to go start adding, guys. 4 plus 4, 8, plus 9, 17, plus 3, 20. And use your fingers if you need to. Plus 5, 25, plus 9, 34. Good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 84. So the total is 84, but we're not done with mean. Then we have to divide by the quantity. The data points were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put your decimal quickly. And my mean would be 12. So we already found the mean, the median, and the mode. Number 2 is for homework. Number 2 is for homework from slide 1. So slide 1, I'm even going to put it here for the video. Slide 1, number 2, HW for homework. Now, just to review quickly, if I wanted to find the range for this one, range, who would I use? The maximum, which is 20, the greatest, and the minimum, which is what? 4. And what would you do with those two? Subtract. And 20 minus 4 would be 16. That would be the range of this data. You want to find the IQR, which stands for interquartile range. What would I do? Upper quartile, which is also called Q3, and the lower quartile, which is also called Q what? 1. And what would you do with those two? Also subtract. 19 minus 4 would be 15. Questions with that one? So your homework will be number 2 only. And there's little good notes there. They mentioned that here on the bottom, range of another spread of data there. And they also mentioned the IQR. Next page. Next page. Go ahead and do 3 and 4 in class right now. I'm going to play a couple of songs and I'm going to pause the video and let's see what you have and then I'll go over it. Do you need to make for sure now a box plot? Because of what word? IQR. Once you see IQR, I better draw a box plot, okay? You're not going to find median and all that. Just, well, you need to find it to create the box plot, but I just want you to answer these 2 questions. Let me pause so I can play. So let's go over the one so you can see what you should have done. Do not panic. If you had it wrong, you can copy me right now. There's no problem with that. Number 3. First, you need to put them in what? Which I think that they're already in order. 3, comma, 6, comma, 7, comma, 12, comma, 14, and 24. Question with that part? No? Okay, now our first job is to find the median of the whole data. So I'm going to go A with A, B with B, C with C. What happened this time? You have 2 in the middle. Do not panic. You know what to do. You go to the side, and what are you going to do with those 2? Add them, which gives you 19, and then 19 cut in half divided by 2. Put your decimal, and I'm going to start with the first one, not enough. 19, yes, it's enough, times 9 would be 18. You have a 1, so I'm going to drop a 0. 9.5 would be the median, so my first Q2 is the median in the box plot. It would be 9.5. Now I'm going to do the lower half. Now pay attention to this part. The mistake that kids do, they'll go here, A. But this guy is not the median, so he becomes part of the what? The lower half. Listen again. That 7 is not the median. We used them to find the median because there was 2 in the middle. So when that happens, that 7 becomes part of the lower half, and the 12 becomes part of the what? Upper half. And the kids that don't listen to me when I'm saying this, that's why you get confused and you still go do it again. Listen again. How many do we have in the middle? 2. Because of that, the 7 becomes part of the lower half, and the 12 becomes part of the upper half. When there's 2 in the middle, they become part of the lower and part of the upper. So this will become now A, B. So who's really in the middle? 6. Now some of you probably went A, and then you added, which was 9 divided by 2 would be 4.5. You'll be wrong because you did not include 7 as part of the lower half. When there's 2 in the middle, I have to include him part of the lower half and the other guy part of the what? Upper half. So really, the box would be 6. Now let me do the upper half. La choquita no importa. 12 is part of the upper half now. A, B. What's the number? 14. Whiskers now. What's the whisker here? 24. What's the whisker over here? 3. Now I have all my data points. The minimum is 3. The maximum is 24. The Q1, which is called lower quartile, is 6. The median is 9.5. The upper quartile is 14, which is also called Q3. And this guy is the maximum, the upper extreme, the most number. Now, to find the range, who would I need to get first?
The maximum and the minimum.
The maximum, 24, and the minimum. And what would I do with those two? I would subtract, and that would be 21. So you should have punched in here 21. Questions with that? IQR. IQR, I'm gonna box it for you. IQR would be 14 and who? 6. Same thing. What I'm gonna do with these two, I'm going to subtract. So 14 minus 6 will be 8. So the IQR would be what? 8. Questions? Now that one had 2 in the middle. That's why we have to be careful with those 2 in the middle. Now the next one I believe will not have 2 in the middle. Will have only 1 in the middle. Number 4. Now this time they were not nice to us. They did not put them in what? So who's the first one? 1, 7, 7, 18, 21, 22, 25. That's it. So here we go. A, B, B, C, C, D. This time what happened? It's only 1. So that's good. We don't have to worry about what I just talked about. So the lower half. Would I include 18 this time? No, because there's only 1 in the middle. So here we go. A, B. Who's the lower quartile? 7. He's also called Q what? 1. You need to know both, guys, because the star can say Q1 or they can say lower quartile. Upper quartile, which is Q what? 3. Do I need to include 18 with part of the upper half? No. The only time we do that is when there's 2 in the middle. So here we go. A, B. Then the whiskers, 25. The other whisker is what? 1. How do I find the range? 25 minus 1, which would be 24. Punching 24 here. How do I find the IQR? The upper quartile, Q3, and the lower quartile, Q what? 1. And what I'm going to do again? Subtract 22 minus 7 is 15. Questions? Any questions? Okay. And there's an example here on the bottom in case you want to know. There's another example. They teach you there what to do when there's 2 in the middle. Okay. So what I just talked about, it's right here. You know, here how they say the middle would be here, so he becomes part of the upper, he becomes part of the lower. Okay. You're not gonna do slide 3 at all. You're not gonna do slide 4 at all right now. You know what? I changed my mind. I have to kind of go over some of this stuff. Let's talk about dot plots quickly. Listen. Listen. Dot plots. This is from elementary. I just want to make sure that you know how to read them still. So let me start with Nayeli. Do you know what the dot plots mean? Okay. Yes? Okay. What does the two dots on top of the one mean? There's just two ones. Good. And how many threes? One. How many fours? One. How many fives? One. How many six? Two. How many nines? Four. How many tens? Three. Now, you could tell already who's the mode. Nine. Okay? Can you still get the range here? Yes. Could you get the IQR off the dot plot? No. I would have to create a box plot. And that's why, but we need to know how to read them. Next one is we have a stem and leaf plot. Do y'all know how to read those? In the bottom, it tells you there's usually a key. So this would be 10, 11, 17, 17, 17, 20, 26, 27, 35, 37, 40. Just so you know, okay? 50, 56, 59. My bad. They didn't have a zero. So this 4, by the way, that means that there's no data about 40. I take that back. I just noticed that there's not a zero there.
Thank you.
Listen.
At this moment, please post your attendance.
If there's a 4 and nothing over here, that means that there's no data regarding the 40. Questions with that? Okay. You don't have to do none of that. I already talked about box plots, so it's again giving you some examples there. Okay, it's symmetric and asymmetric. So you better listen now. Symmetrical data. They have the same or similar shapes on both sides. That means that if I would draw a line smack in the middle here, the right side would be almost identical to the what? Left side. It doesn't have to be exactly the same, but it could be pretty similar. Okay? Asymmetrical, you will not have that option. Okay? You'll see something like a little long tail to the left or a long tail to the what? Right. I will show you a video later on that I found that was pretty cool. I just want to continue watching it before I show it to you. So this would not be symmetric. This would be symmetrical, my bad. This would be asymmetrical. Now let's look at the box plot. Which one is symmetrical, do you think? The first one or the second one? The first one, because again, if I fold it in half, you can see that this side is almost the same as that side. The tail here and the tail here, and the box and the box, they're kind of the same. This would be asymmetrical. Okay? Questions with the distribution? Okay. Here we go. I will do one, and you will do one. So I'm gonna do number one for you, and then I'm gonna let you do number two. You know what? You do number two first, and then I'll do number one. So let me pause the video, play a song, and you'll do number one. I mean number two. I'll do number one. To find the mean, you should have what? Add them. I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna just when you add it. How much did you all get when you added? 425. Yes or no? Then divided by the quantity, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, divided by 5. Put your decimal in case we need it. Do you think you're going to need the decimal or no? No, if it ends with 5, 5 is going to go evenly in there, just so you know. 4, is that enough? No? 42, is that enough? Times what? 8. 85 was the mean for question number 2. What did I do? I add them all up, divide by the quantity. Question number 1 is for homework. Question number 1 is for homework. I changed my mind. I want to make sure that those Saturday kids have an advantage. Okay? Okay. Question 1 is for homework. Question 2. Go ahead and answer question 2. We'll do number 3, and 4 will be for homework. So I'll play a song for number 3. 4 will be for homework. Homework will be number 4.
Good morning.
Morning.
Is this Mr. Rivera's class?
Yes, it's Mr. Rivera.
Yes, sir. Can you send Santiago to the nurse's office, please?
Santiago Labra?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Your homework is number 4 also. And right now you're going to do number 3. I'm going to play a song, and you will have to do number 3 by yourself. Okay? So here we go. This one is about range. We should not take that long at all. Okay. Range. Guys, the worst thing you can do is sometimes kids start doing this. They're like, oh, that's the biggest and the smallest, and subtract, and they don't put them in what? You can't risk it, because sometimes you'll get the wrong one because you want a shortcut, and that's what happens. So number 3, my first job is to put them in order. So it's going to be, who's the first one? 239, comma, 240, comma, 246, comma, 258, 263. Questions? Now, since they want the range, you get the maximum, which is the greatest, and the minimum, which is the least, and you go to the side and subtract. That's why I said this should not have taken you that long. 13 minus 9 should have given you 13 minus 9 should have given you 4. 5 minus 3 should have given you 2. 24 is my range, which is letter D. The way I did number 3, you're going to go home and do number 4. That is your homework 2. Next one. Next one I'm actually going to do myself with you. Okay? So you can know what I expect for work, and then I'll let you do it, the other one in class too, so you'll have one less for homework. So let me do number 6. What's the question for number 6? Interpret our range. We can just say I, Q, what? R. Facts. They already gave me the facts. We have the minimum. So I'm just going to say the facts. They're given, like whenever they give them to you organized, like right now they're really organized. We don't have to copy them again. Given, organized. Like they're already like on table or something. Now, what did we say that we need to do, of course, is when we have to create a box plot? But because they already gave me all the parts, do I have to create completely one my own? No, I can just start. Who do you start with always? Median. Didn't they give it to you already? How much? 32. Now I like to go to the lower half. Who's the lower half? 19, quartile 1. Upper quartile. Quartile what? Quartile who? 3, Q3. Whisker, max. Whisker, minimum. And now the question is identifying that they want IQR. So what numbers do I need for IQR? Circle them. 46 and what? 19. And what would we do with these two? Subtract. So let's go to the side. 46 minus 19. 27. So I'm going to go now to my box here and punch in 27, which we're doing number 6. So you just go in there and punch in 27. Right here, you just punch in 27, and that's it. Now I'm going to play the next song, and you do number 5 by yourself, okay? Do number 5 now.
Bye.
Bye.
Ah, pues ahorita quiero ver.
By now you should be done with that one. Hopefully you create your box plot. Okay. What was the IQR for your question? 9. Good job. So make sure you punch in here 9. We're done with slide 8. Slide 9. Slide 9 will be a read and match. Well, you have to calculate a little bit because they were nice to us. They already gave you all the stuff. Okay. If this would happen in the STAR test, that they give you a nice box plot and they just want you to find which one matches the box plot, you do need to calculate stuff because we do need to subtract, right? So you're gonna do right now 7 and 8 in a minute when the Shigarsa comes. Um, you're going to do 9 and 10, but let me explain. This one's gonna be a little bit tough for you, okay? I would not recommend. You know what? Let me do one with you. I'll do. Which one do you want me to do? 9 or 10? 10. Okay. Number 10. Okay, number 10. Sí, vas por allá. Es de aquí. Okay, number 10.
Están hablando Henry Pérez. ¿Tú te acuerdas?
Mr. Rivera. Hey, sir. Yes, sir. If they don't have anything to do with you, I will not. They help me like electronics, but only whenever you want to. Like that's why I say I'll send the passwords. If they let you find, they don't let you. You don't mind it. So it's up to you. Yes. Yeah, no. It's you just like if you whenever you can spread them, I'll use them. Right now I'm in the kids right now, so I have 75 kids. So usually, and I'm by myself. So usually I'll send them like to okay, go check this one, go check that one. That's what I'm using. But so like I use them like during PE or whenever they have a class that they might. So they'll tell me I can't send them like that. I think should mess like that. But it's up to you. You're the teacher at the end of the day. Yeah, but. Que le hagan ustedes mis proyectos. Pues no siempre he dicho, sí, mándamelos. Okay. Uh, so when they give you this one, listen, the median. I don't think the startup might let you. I don't know if it will or not, so that's why I'm not very sure. But we're gonna do it with a highlighter in case that it does let us highlight. I think it might, but I don't know how it works. I'm gonna try it later on. If not, I'm gonna show you what to do as work-wise. Since they want the median, here's what I would recommend you would do. I would get the highlighter, and instead of doing A, B, B, C, C, and all that, because we really can't, we're going to be doing, we're going to highlight. So we're going to highlight, like this would be, there's a tool here. Yeah, you want we're going to highlight like 16, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19. How many did we highlight? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes? I need to do the same thing but reverse. So we're trying to find the what? The median. So I'm gonna go reverse now. I highlighted how many again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So I'm gonna highlight 1, 2, 3. Then we go like a snake. Don't go up here. We're going like this: 55, 52, 50. And some kids make the mistake and go to the front. No, it's 48. We're going like this and like that. In the stem and leaf plot, if they ever want a median and they give you a stem and leaf plot, I would go forward and this one would be reverse. So I've done 3. I need to do 2 more. Now we're 5, 5, right? This would be like A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. Do you understand? A, B, B, C, C. Did I do an extra one or what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. No, you're okay. 5, 5. We're trying to find the median. We're trying to go A. Here's you have 2 choices. I think this is easier what I'm doing because if not, you have to extract the data and put them in order. 16, 17, 16 comma, 17 comma, 17 comma, 9. That's gonna take what? A long time. But so if I do it this way, you could copy instead the stem and leaf in your paper and then go like start like going underline 1, underline 1, underline 2, underline 2. I would probably not do the ABC and the stem and leaf plot because there's so many. So I already did how many? 5, 5, right? Then I would go change the color. So I'm gonna change the color. Change the color to another color. I'm gonna get yellow this time, and I'm gonna do another what? Another 5. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the. We're going forward, and this one's going what? Reverse. You don't start right here, so you have to go from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Questions? Now I'm gonna change the color again. 3. And don't go over here. You're going like a snake this way. So 3 here. Got it? Got it or no? Okay. Now I will now finally copy whatever I have left, guys. Now I'm gonna copy whatever I have left. So I'm gonna go like this now. Yeah, when you get to a part that you're almost in the middle, start copying 31, comma, 32, comma, 34, comma, 35, comma, and 30 what? 7. Okay, now we're gonna go with those. Now we can do A, A, B, B, C. Who's the median? 34. So again, I went like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I went reverse from the greatest. Like on the beginning, I went least to greatest. 16, 17, 17, 19, 19, got 5. And on the other end, I went greatest to least. 55, 52, 50, 50, I mean 48, 46. Then I changed the color so I will not get all confused. And I know that the star will let you highlight things, but I don't know how it works, so I need to play with that. In case it will not let you highlight the way we're highlighting here, I would create a box plan on the side. So like number 10, I'm gonna do it the way that in case they don't let you highlight. Question with number 9. Question with number 9. Now I'm gonna do number 10. Good. 10. We're gonna first do it without highlighting. In case the star is not like if the star highlighter is not as good as this one, I need to have another plan. So here's the other plan. Ready? 10. We're gonna draw the extra stem and leaf plan. Modo. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Questions? Now here we go. 0, 1, 1, 3, 7. How many are there? 5. So this takes care of the first 5. So I can say, okay, you guys are done. Let me go get the other 5. 9, 7, 6. That's 3 so far. Go this way. 6, 5. That's 2. The next 5. 1, 4, 8, 9. And who? Who will be the next 5? No? 3. So guys, from the top we're going like this. And from the bottom we're going the other way. So they already took care of 5. Let's wiggle. So we can see the difference. Let's go to the next one. Who's the next one? No? 3, 2, and then 6, 4, 3. Wiggle it. Go back now. 4, 6, 7, 7. That's 4. Straight line. And a 1 straight line. Who's next over here? 1, 0, 0, straight line. And how many over here? 8 and who? 7, straight line. Go back to the 4. This is the last set that I'm going to use. 2, 8, 8, 9, 9. That's 5, right? Wiggle. And let me go to the 5 now. I need 5. Let's see if I get to the 5. 6, 5, 4, 3, 3. Yes? Right? And that would be wiggle. And what do we notice? That there's going to be 2 in the what? Who's the 2 in the middle? 53 and 49. $102 divided by 2 would be 51, would be the median here. What was easier, the highlighter or the line and wiggle? The highlighter. Let's highlight now. Go highlight on your own now to see if you can get to that 2 in the middle. Okay, here's, listen. Here's an example of a student that has it correctly, except that here she went a little bit too far on that one. But if you notice, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you go in reverse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then she changed it to pink 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then changed it to pink 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then blue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That 2 should not be blue. What I'm trying to tell kids is, starting from the 2, she should change to another color, and don't go with 5 anymore because you're getting pretty close to the what? To the middle, which is where we want to find the median. So I would go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then to whatever's left, I would copy to my paper and then do the A, B, B, C, C. Got it? Good job, Naomi, on this. Nomás quítale ese 2 extra que le pases. Okay? And that's it. Okay. Finish that one. Thank you, girls. Here, Naomi. Yeah. You could do this too. Put this guy. Hey, put this guy here.
Lo de abajo,
Sí. Ahorita lo voy a enseñar mejor. Eso de abajo. Ahí está. Yeah. Okay, guys. Hey. Thank you, sir. You see this here? He actually extracted the data off the stem and leaf plot. So he started putting all his numbers, 10, 11, 11, 13, 17, and then he went A, B, B. It'll take you longer, but you could do it that way. That's why I'm trying to help you. When it's a stem and leaf plot, it's kind of already organized, so you can kind of go by 5s or by 3s or whatever you decide. But once you get close to the middle, stop highlighting so you can extract only those and then do the ABC strategy to find the median of a box plot. Once you get kind of to the middle, stop highlighting or stop marking whatever the star's gonna let you do. I'm gonna go and play with their system and see how good the highlighter is for in this situation. I'm gonna go look for a stem and leaf plot question, shove it into their system, and then I'm gonna check. If it lets us highlight nicely, if it does, we'll keep that strategy. If it doesn't, I'll come up with something new. Okay? Questions? Okay. Next page. Dámelo así. Okay, next slide. I'm going to do one, and you're going to do one for homework. Okay, we're going to do one, and then one for homework. Okay? I'll do number 12. Okay? Oliver, I hope you're listening, right, sir? 12. Huh? Refresh. Sometimes it does that. Number 12. Slide 10. I do one, you're going to do the other one for homework. What are they asking me? What do they want? The mean and the median. Facts? What did I tell you with the facts? Organize them already in what? Order. So give me the least. I'm doing 12, guys. 40. Comma, next. Comma, next. Next. 58. Next. 68. That's it? 75. It's important that once you get them, count the data points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go check if there was 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Guess which one I would find first quickly? The middle, because that's so easy to find. And see if I can, with that, maybe eliminate everybody and just, that's it, I'm done. But let's see how it goes. A, B, B, C, C. 2 in the what? So it's not going to be as easy as I thought. Too bad. So I'm going to go to the side. And what do we do when there's 2 in the middle? Add and divide by 2. Do I need a box plot for this? No. Okay. That would be 16 and 10, right? 106. Then 106 divided by 2, because there's 2 in the middle. 53. So the median is 53. That eliminates choice what? Choice F and J. Now I have a 50-50 chance just by finding the median. But how do I find the mean?
We add them on, divide by the quantity.
Add them on, divide by the quantity. Go ahead and add them on, divide by the quantity before the song is over. Okay? Okay, so you're supposed to have gotten the mean of this. We already found that the answer is G or H for median. So to get the mean, you should add them what? Add them all. And when you add them all, how much did you all get? How much? 330. That's step 1 to get the mean, add them up. Step 2 is divide by the quantity. In this case, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Divided by 6, put your decimal digit and start in order. 3, is that enough?
No.
33
Yes.
times what? 5 would give me 30. Everything's filled up. We can drop the next guy, which is a 0. Times 5 again would give me 30. So the mean would be 55. So now I know that the answer should be what? H. The way I did number 12, you go home and do number what? 11. Don't forget that you will also, those that were not here Saturday, you'll have a packet. If I don't have it ready by today, you'll get it tomorrow. I don't care if you're going to do it. Okay? If you're here Saturday, you don't have to worry about that packet because you already did it with me. Okay? Oh, we're going to have, did you have all this also? Okay, next one. I'm going to do number 13, and you'll be doing number 14 in a minute, okay? 13. Which statement about the data set below is true? So true. Okay, facts. Again, I noticed that my statements, this is so important, guys. Whenever you get statements, you're not going to be really sure of what the strategy is until you read some of the statements. Okay? You're not going to really know what to do until you read some of the statements. So once I notice that the statement has quartiles and median and quartiles, I better put them already in what? Orders. Who's the first one?
38.
I'm doing number 13, okay? 38, you're right, Megan. Good job. Next, 45. Next, 49. Next, 53. Next, 67. Next, 92. Go check your data. If there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I have 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did I copy correctly? Yes, I did. So now that I have my data, what's the strategy so I can know what's the best statement? Make a box plot. Very good. Box plot will be the strategy here. Guys, whenever you have true statements or not true statements, I need to read the statement so I can decide what I'm going to have to do. Okay? The strategy is to make a box plot and also use all the choices. Use all choices. I have to try all the choices. Not just that, because I need to know that all of them are true or false. So here we go. Let me make the box plot. So I'm going to start from the top. I already have my notice. I'm going to go A, B, B, C, C. Circle, guys, when you know, like this kid, you have 2 in the what? What I'm gonna have to do before I start drawing my first add them, divide by 2. So I'm gonna go to the side, add them. 5 and 5 would be 10. 102. 102 divided by 2, that would be 51. Okay, so I'm gonna draw my line, and this is 50 what? 1. Now, how do I get the lower half, the lower quartile, Q1? What do I do? You find the median of the lower what? Half. Maritza, which ones do I include? Go to the board over here, Maritza, right there. And let's show us what you would do to find the median of the lower half. Press the little arrow that's over here, Mija. There we go. And choose a pen. And go ahead and find the quartile 1, which is lower quartile. How do you find it? Very good, ma'am. Good. If you notice, she included the 49 as part of the lower half because it was what? 2 in the middle. And that's what worries me every year. Kids will not include that. They'll just go 88 with a 38 and 45, and then they'll add divide by 2 to find the median of those two and mess up. But there was 2 in the middle, so very good, Marisa. It doesn't show in the computer, so I'm going to put what she put. She quickly underlined these. That's what she did. And she said A, B. So this guy would be 45. How do I get the upper half? Aritza, go to the upper half on the board. Over there. And tell me who the upper quartile would be. Good job. Is that a 67? Good. It looked like a 59 at one time. Okay. 67, you're right. It's going to be this guy. I'm going to wiggle so you can see. A, B. 67 would be the upper quartile, which is also called Q3. Median is called Q2. Lower quartile is Q1. Okay, now the whiskers. Brianna, the minimum. Who is it? Just tell me. 38. Jocelyn, maximum. 92, very good, man. Okay, now that we have everything, let's go with Dante. Choice A. Tell me if everything matches or what's wrong with choice A, sir. Yes, sir? Choice A says the first quartile is 45, the median is 45.5, and the third quartile is 67. Is everything okay? Is that a true statement? And if it's not a true statement, tell me what's wrong with it. Dante? You're doing fine, Amy? Yes? Because I don't want to lose you you've been so quiet lately and you're doing so good before the clinics. I want to make sure. So sometimes kids suddenly get lost in the crowd, and I start worrying about those because Amy was really killing it before the clinic. So I hope that she still continues to slice it, right? So, Dante, is there something wrong with Amy? Okay, Delilah, is there something wrong with A? What's wrong with it? Very good. The median is the problem. The median is not 45.5. The median is actually what? Huh? 51. Good job, Mija. Megan, choice B. Is there something wrong with that one? What's wrong? Choice B, the kid is what? Lost. Yes. All of it is wrong. Camila, choice C. Choice C, Camila. Huh? The first quartile is bad? And that's it? Both first and third. Median is good, but first and third is bad. Fatima, choice D. Is that the perfect one? Yes, the answer is D. Now you do number 14 before the song is over. I'm gonna pause. Number 14 before the song is over. You better draw a box cut. If I don't see a box cut, I'll mark it wrong. Here we go. Which one do you want me to do? 15 or 16? I know you already did both, but which one would you want me to do that you said? 16? Okay, 16 it is. 16. They want the mean and the range. Oh, this is going to be fast because they're already organized nicely. Mean and the what? Range. Which one should I do first that will probably be faster? Range. What do you need for range? The greatest and the least. So what's the greatest and the stem and leaf part here? 40. See here, it's 40. And what's the least? 18. And what do you do for range? This is range. I'm doing range right now. This is for range. I subtract. This guy becomes a 10. This guy becomes a 3. 10 minus 8 is 2. 3 minus 1 is 2. So the range is 22. And the nice thing about this, listen, is that there's only one that has 22. That's why I tell the kids to always quickly do the easiest, because if the STAR test is nice like that, well, you don't have to even deal with the other one. Now, the Mamba kid, of course, will just say, you know what, I'm going to make sure that I don't mess up. So that kid will still check the other one. Let me just kind of tell this thing that I'm still working on before it closes on me. Okay. Yes, I'm still working. Okay. How do you find the mean?
Adding all numbers and everything.
Adding all numbers divided by the quantity. So we have 40. What else? 36, 35, 35, 33, 32. Do we have 20? No. 18 and 19. You add them all up. Okay? So 9 and 8, 17. Plus the 3, 20. Plus the 2, 22. Plus the 10, 32. Plus the 6, 38. So you should have gotten 38 right there. Then I see a bunch of 3s. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 19, 24. 248. 248 divided by the quantity, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, I feel comfortable. That is 8. Put your decimal. 2 is not enough. 24 is going to be 3. And 2. 1, my bad. Thank you. Let me fix that. Undo that part. It is 1. Which I already knew because it's the only one that had the range of 22. So that's why the answer is F. Questions? That's what you should have done in number 15. Okay, 16. Dot plots. Okay. What word is there that kind of tells me that I'm gonna have to do some extra stuff? Which one would you want me to do, by the way, 17 or 18? Okay, let's vote. 17, raise up your hand. 18, raise up your hand. 18 wins. 18. Thank you. 18. As soon as I saw these words, I know I need a what? Backslide. Okay, so here we go. 10, comma. What's next? 12, comma. 12, comma.
14.
Go, Oliver. 14, comma. 14, comma. 14 again. 15, 15, 15. 16, 16. 17, four of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 19, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 22. 1, 2. I have to go down in my case. Okay. When there's so many, I can do A, B, C, D, and then go reverse. A, B, C, D, then come back. E, F, G, then go reverse. E, F, G. H, I for high, and H, I for it. And then J, J. We have two in the what? Middle. What do you have to do when you have two in the middle? Add and divide by 2. But since both of them are the same thing, I already know for sure the median is going to be who? 16. Guys, when they're both the same, you don't have to worry about add divide by 2. It's going to be the same thing. Question with the median. Now, just with that, what choices are done? F and G. Questions. Now, here comes the good stuff. There was 2 in the middle. So you better include him as part of the what? Lower half. So here we go. A, B, B, C, C, D, D, E, E. Again, there's 2 in the what? But they happen to be the same ones. So when they're the same ones, guys, if you add and divide by 2, you're going to get the same answer, just so you know. So 14 is the Q1 for lower quartile. Let me go to the other side. Who's confused why I put the A on the 16? Are we all clear that because there's 2 in the middle, I have to include him? Okay. Now, A, B, B, C, C, D, D, E, E. What happened now? 2 in the middle, and this time they are different, so I'm going to add and divide by 2. So let's go ahead and go to the side. Add. That'll be 16. 36. 36 divided by 2 would be what? 36 divided by 2 would be what? 18. Now let me ask a question to Rodrigo Peña. Since the numbers are so close to each other, 17 and 19, could you have figured out who was going to be the median without adding dividing by 2? The professional. Rodrigo? Yes? Who would be the median, and tell us how you would still be able to figure out without actually adding dividing by 2? Hey. Yeah. Since we're trying to find the median, the middle, who's the middle of 17 and 19? 18. So guys, whenever you have 2 in the middle that are so close to each other, you can probably figure it out. I wouldn't do that. I would stick to the plan, which is add and divide by 2. But you can do that to verify if you did add and divide by 2 correctly. You understand? Like I know when I add and divide by 2, it's going to be 36 divided by 2 would be 18. To make sure that I didn't screw up with my calculation, I'm going to check, is 18 between 17 and 19? Yes, I did good then. Do you understand? So who's the upper quartile? 18. Now the whiskers. Who's the max?
20.
Who's the minimum? Okay, now we can go answer whatever they want. They want median. The median was 16. That's why F and G are quickly out. Now they want that interquartile range, the IQR. Who do I find? Who do I use for that? 18 and what? 14. And what's 18 minus 14? 4. So the answer finally is H. Now, if you do not include this 16 as part of the upper half, and this 16 as part of the what? Lower half, do you think you're going to get the IQR of 4? No. That's why I'm making a big deal. When there's 2 in the middle, they become part of the lower half, and this guy becomes part of the upper half. When there's 1 in the middle, well, he's already in the middle. He doesn't become part of nothing. He's the exact middle. Questions? The answer was H. Hopefully that's what you got. And if you did, you're doing awesome. We can't miss these on the start. They're pretty easy. As long as I remember my vocabulary, it's really the vocabulary that you need to realize what Q1 is, what Q2 is, what Q3 is, and so on. Okay, page 12. Yes. Okay, let me tell you what your final homework is. Your final homework is slide 1 to slide 11 only. Slide 12, which is this, we're not going to do it today. And this one we're not going to do today because that's about the distribution of data. I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. And then, so slide 12 and 13, do not even touch it. I'm not even going to go over it anymore. I'm going to start teaching you about triangles in a minute. Okay? Questions with this? Okay, so we're done finally right now. For homework, one more time, is from slide 1 all the way to slide 11. Now you're probably wondering, what am I going to do with these? You're going to tell me what to do. You're going to put the numbers that they're talking about. So there's some data here in the bottom, and you're going to put them. Okay? Questions? You know what? I'll be nice to you all. Let's do this. Start the homework at slide 8 and go all the way to slide what? 11, and that's it. That's your homework. Slide 8 to slide 11.